here on the top right side of Khaydaria. Wow, Khaydaria.
Yeah, I know. It's being picked.
I forgot about this. No, I'm just kidding. Are there standard positions in this map? Actually, you can spawn on all 4 positions on this map. So Select is correct in saying that. Top right, though, we have the red Terran Dignitas Select. Last hope for Dignitas to try and win this series. And over here in the bottom left of Khaydaria, we have Empire.Mista, who just won a game with some DTs and some interesting trickeration.
That last game was a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, it's a little ridiculous for my taste. But it was still entertaining, fun, all at the same time. Like I said, PvP has been evolving to be kind of a neat matchup, and while that was a very unconventional one, it still produced some laughs and giggles, if nothing.
Yeah, and Select said this is his first time playing this map, which is interesting because
he picked it.
Yeah, so Whirlwind, Khaydaria, and one other map are still out there.
Yeah, Atlantis Spaceship.
Atlantis Spaceship, yeah. So I'm actually surprised he didn't pick Atlantis Spaceship. I guess he just doesn't like the map. He's going to give it a try on Khaydaria instead. And Mista scouting out all over. It looks like he's not very familiar with the map, so we'll see if he's going to have some strategy brewed up pretty quickly here, or if he's just going to go. Usually if you're unfamiliar with the map, you go for the old standbys, super aggression or super macro.
Yeah, but Mista clearly showing that he doesn't want to do anything standard at all, as we saw from the last game. So
we started okay, and then it just got weird.
Blink Stonkers, and then hiding Templar tech, and then canceling Templar tech, and then proxying gateways and DTs. I don't even know.
Yeah, dude. Totally standard.
That's of course.
I mean,
I forgot.
I've seen that happen in Gold and Diamond Leagues tons of times.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Mista did play it. He played it out well enough, though, after it got started. I mean, he did all the right things, ended up taking the win against Bling, who defeated his teammates. So at least he got the win out of it. If he did all those weird things and then lost, I would be a little bit more concerned with him. But, you know, he made it work. And Select is going to try and make it work this time against the Mista. So far, not seeing anything weird out of either player, though.
Against the Mista.
Yeah.
I like how he has already this, like, mythos about him. Like, the Mista, you don't want to compete against the Mista.
No, his name was the Mista. And then he just changed it to Mista when he joined Empire. Yeah, because the tag was too long.
I still like it, though. The Mista.
The Mista. He sprays mist on people all the time.
That's just gross.
Yeah. It's kind of disconcerting.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, he's going to have enough here. There's a factory coming up. Yeah, and of course it's being...
Below that.
Oh, a thing below that. Hey, more proxy tech.
Yeah. Might not be tech. I don't know. It's kind of in a weird spot.
Yeah, it is. In a really
Did he
weird
scout?
spot.
Did he actually scout Select out?
Yeah,
yes. He got to the front door. Okay, so he knows it's nearby. He could throw up a Stargate right there and try to get some damage done with a Void Ray.
But he's only on 1 gas and he's producing Stalker, so it is actually just going to be for quick forward warp-ins.
All right. I'm fine with that. Even this is really not that forward, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of out of the way, but I like how the scouting positions make a sort of ninja star around the Zalanga Tower.
I'm going to say, oh, yeah, they do, actually. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Right in the middle there.
Nice little ninja star, Fog of War.
Nice. Okay, well, quick starport coming up for Select now, and he gets on 2nd gas, so it could actually be Banshee play. That's Proxy Robotics Facility, Proxy Gate 2, and Proxy Gate 3. So a Warp Prism drop to start things off.
All right, so Select scouting SCV is actually in an interesting predicament. It is possible that he could go back and check that area out. I don't think he will, but it is possible. Anyway, with soon to be, well, that'll be a 5th gate,
Proxy
actually.
4 gate.
Oh, okay, sorry, 4 gate
robo,
and a robo. That's right. Okay, so the Mista is going to have quite a lot of production facilities. Select really not wise to it just yet, and actually can't get back there to check things out in the main to see that all these important structures are missing. So he could actually be in trouble. This tech lab though is going to certainly help things out if he goes for that quick cloaked Banshee. Yes, he does. Then he could get all the way over to Mista's base, do some real damage in the probe line, and then any big warp-ins up here will have to be negated if he needs to go respond to that. Oh, look at that fast warp prism. Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's a quick warp prism drop, but this is timed out really effectively as well, because by the time the warp prism loads up the first few guys and drops it inside of the main, warp gate is going to be done basically at that exact time, as we can see. So we'll be able to use that as the forward pylon. And here we go. He's going to pick up on these Banshees right away. What does Select have to defend? He's got 2 Marines.
2 Marines right now to block a bunch of fighting units from Mista and a Warpin already inside the main. SCV is getting pulled extremely quickly, but it looks like the Tech Lab will survive due to those repairs. So Mista really just needs to pick his targets at the moment. Looks like he did get through those Marines. A couple more have sprouted out since this drop began. He really needs to stop shooting that Tech Lab.
Yes.
That's just not helping things, and the probe. The probe is actually still helping fight, and the Warp Prism goes down, Stalkers go down. Warp Prism doesn't matter anymore because that pylon is warped into the main. Zealot's actually starting to do some damage to the SCVs, but Select can't use that Banshee just yet to go do damage in the main mineral line, but Cloak will be finished in just a second. So if it finishes while he's still fighting, the Banshee might still actually manage to escape. They are going to actually repair it up, and Select has this unit still at his advantage. He can take out this pylon and stop Mista in his tracks.
What is this game? I don't understand. Anyway, so Mista's 4-gate has actually been shut down. The pylon's going to get destroyed. Cloak is finished, but the Observer's going to fly back home because obviously he doesn't want to take any damage from any sort of a follow-up, and Stalkers are already warping in there.
All right,
wait,
so
hold on. Did Select? No, the Banshee didn't get out far enough to see this.
No, he had to defend too much. He didn't actually leave his base at all with it yet, except, actually, yeah, he hasn't left at all. Where is it? There it is. Oh, now it's going to fly right over the top of it, though. So he could actually take out these two pylons and not even really risk dying because the Observer is so far away.
That's right. And it looks like the Observer is going to start flying its way back right now. And as soon as Select starts getting hits, he'll, of course, pull out of the way. But if he depowers all of this, he could actually just run into his opponent's base and, well, kind of win. And Chef, once again, has left the game.
He's just so offended by the actions of both players so far. He's going to leave the game. The Banshee's got plenty of range here, actually, to be able to destroy this pylon. But Select is not even concerned with it. He's just going to fly out of there, perhaps dip back in a little bit later. But, yeah, I think he had plenty of range to be able to kill that last pylon. Kind of interesting. He decided he's going to try and maximize his time with this Cloaked Banshee, though, and go for the probe line inside the main of Mista, who has not expanded, by the way.
Ah, he's got that second Banshee up, and everything is shut down now. Ooh. Unfortunately, this Warp Prism was about 92% of the way done, but it's never going to get finished.
It could, maybe
well,
someday.
I guess maybe eventually.
Yeah, but the Banshee is actually a pressing concern now for Mista, who only has one functional warp gate at the moment, so he could warp in a Stalker at a time to try to deal with this. Of course, Cloak is still there for Select as well, and just all these probes, Conga lining out of there. They have nowhere really to go, unfortunately, and they're doing 0 mining at the moment while Select is still uninterrupted. This robotics facility might actually finish a Warp Prism.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Oh, it's going to be close.
It gets done.
What?
Yeah,
there it is. Okay.
Right there.
I saw the shadow of it and got confused. Banshee with 15 kills now. Captain Banshee, there are 2 more now in place. And Mista knows that he's donezo after losing those 3 warp gates for so long. So Select starts fighting his way back. Suddenly the score is 4-3 in favor of Empire. And Empire will have to choose a new player to step in against Select for some TVT probably.
So apparently any game that involves Mista is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So,
well, there won't be any more today.
Well, coming up next for Empire, it is going to be a Terran player.
Oh my
it's going
goodness.
to be Koss, actually. Koss, a very, 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 very good Terran player. So we're going to run to a commercial break, and when we come back, it's going to be game number 8. Dignitas still 1 game away from elimination, but Select is looking to tie things up.